Hello, beautiful. Oh man, what's up guys? PoppedBit here. Out on the Himalayan 411 and I am back. Let's go. Did you miss me? I missed you. I missed making videos. I have been really busy. Unfortunately, keeping me from videos, but not keeping me from riding, which is good. So I am hoping I will be back to making videos this season. Trying out a new camera setup. I got the Insta360 Ace Pro, and I got a lavalier mic routed into my helmet, so we should be getting decent audio now. I bought it with the hopes that I could just Bluetooth it to my Senna, but I think the Senna noise cancellation technology stuff, you know, the stuff you want in comms, was canceling out 100% of wind noise, which isn't that big a deal, but also 100% of like stuff like the engine and stuff, you know, the stuff that like makes watching a riding video interesting, and a little bit more immersive. And it was just all voice, you know, not super interesting, and was one of those things, well, it's like, well, I could just, you know, drive around and then do a voiceover at my desk at home and it would sound better than this. So I had to nix that idea. Watched a couple videos, found a mic that didn't have too long of a cable. That was always my problem with trying to get these mics plugged into a GoPro, and now this was every single one I'd buy, it would show up and had good reviews, but then it would have like, you know, 6 feet of cable. It's like, where am I going to stick all that in my helmet, like routed underneath my pads? This one was probably, you know, 2.5, 3 feet. It's a Sony of some kind. But I'm hoping it's good. I actually didn't do any dry runs of it, so I'm hopeful that it's working. I made sure everything was plugged in really good. I got the mic adapter for this, so you know, we're going 40 miles an hour right now. It's a slightly windy day. We'll see if it sounds like shit or not. But yeah, good to be back. Some of you might know I spent a week in Arizona driving around, which was tons of fun. More on that later. I'll put a couple of videos about that. One about the unfortunate fate the Africa Twin had, which, spoiler alert, it's going to be okay. I have it in my garage. It's just the clutch melted. There's a lot more to the story. I'm hoping, you know, within the next couple of weeks to have that 100% operational again, and going to be my main ride. What else happened? We did the bottom half of the Arizona BDR, sections 1, 2, and 3, which was loads of fun. I hope to have a video on that as well. A little bit unfortunate is part of section 2, we did it kind of in a strange order, but part of section 2 and all of section 1, the video is going to be a little screwed up, and I don't know how much I'm going to be able to use, because the camera has this thing where if you double tap the screen it zooms in. Well, it was zoomed in for like the first 3 days we were down there, so that includes those sections, unfortunately. But it is what it is, and I'll see what I can salvage. And I got tons of pictures, and oh my gosh, it was a great experience. I won't say any more, but that's another video I hope to make. But yeah, it's good to be back. What else is on my plate? Arizona, Africa Twin's broken. Not making Giant Loop again this year. I got a wedding to go to and help out at. So that's not happening again, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll run into a bunch of people again in September, is my hope. God, I have not ridden this thing since the last camping video I posted. The one where I had to, the one where I left early because someone was blasting music and we're running a generator. So I forgot about this thing. Honestly, it's been sitting in my garage, just taking up space. But I'm glad to have it as a backup bike. I've been really thinking about switching it out though. It's just really anemic. It's heavy for the horsepower. Like, the big thing about it is it's the look of it, you know, the classic look. It's got some charm to it, which I just think is super neat. But for what it is, it's not a great adventure bike, and for its size, I should get a dual sport. I saw a couple Honda CRF 300L rallies while I was down in Arizona, and for what they are, I'm so tempted to change it out. I don't know. I don't have any plans right now, and probably won't until the Africa Twin is fixed. We'll see what comes in stock, and if anything shows up on like Facebook Marketplace. But I'll and the other thing is I'm gonna need to sell this before I buy that. So if anybody's got a lead on someone trying to get rid of one, especially if it's got a couple extra Farkles, that's kind of one of my things I don't really want to do. Is if I can buy a used one that's been kitted out a little bit, great, straight from the dealership, where I feel like I need to put some, you know, USB plugs. The big one is stock tires always suck, and you know, that's like one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy the bike, and then it's like, well, day one I have this list of expenses, and probably one of the most expensive ones every time for me is the tires suck. So like this bike, I'm lucky it came with some, what are they, Mitas EOS 7s or something, I don't know, but they're good looking tires, probably even a little bit more off-road oriented than the Hide Now ones I used to always run. Well, and the other thing I'm doing is I'm getting integrated into the local Gambler 500 groups, and they're doing in the middle of May, they're doing a small engine kind of rally. I don't know how far it is. I think it's like 89 miles, I think. I don't know what kind of terrain it's going to be. It's going to be some rough stuff, but it's mostly going to be like Honda trails, Coleman bikes, maybe TW200s. But my buddy was like, it would totally be appropriate for you to bring that Himalayan, because that thing sucks. And I was like, yeah, like on paper it sucks. It's one of those things where I'll probably be on the biggest bike. I'll probably be assigned to be the mule that carries the firewood, which I'm totally fine with. I'll probably try to practice packing a little lighter than I normally do. Probably just bring sleep system and cold food, extra water bottle, and that's it. I got a little 40-liter Sedici bag that I think will be perfect to strap to the back of this, and then load the pannier racks just up with some wood to have a good night. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. I'm here. I'm gonna try to post a little more frequently. It's been what, like 9 months? Crazy. Could have a kid in that amount of time I was gone. But yeah, good to be back. Thanks to you that watched this. Thanks for sticking around. I hope to share more. Take it easy. Peace.